there's a narrative that plant-based is the only solution, and I think a lot of people don't realize that the typical plant-based item is not actually healthy for you or good for the environment.
Everyone's gotten this like all or nothing attitude about meat, and I think that's kind of the dangerous part about it.
And I think we really need to be a little bit more nuanced about how we think about animal protein and really understand like what's necessary to live a healthy life.
The Global Food Justice Alliance was started by a group of dietitians, doctors, and scientists to push back against this false narrative and to educate people on the importance of meat, eggs, and dairy to our food system.
Every time you're on social media, you see another diet trend that's going, and lately everything has been really forcing this plant-based.
Fake meat is ultra-processed food, long lists of ingredients, not all of them known to be safe.
We're here today on the streets of New York talking to real people about their thoughts on meat. We're handing out natural hot dogs, sausages made with pork and beets, and warm bone broth.
Broth is an upcycled product, so for the longest time, we would sell burgers and we would sell steaks, and there'd be a lot of bones left over going to waste. And there's a ton of nutrients in those bones, there's a ton of flavor in those bones, and you end up with something that's incredibly nourishing.
I get frustrated when I hear people tell those who don't have good access to food that meat is not a healthy thing to eat. The reality is meat is the most nutrient-dense food that there is.
Meat is actually one of the most healthy foods that you can eat because it's a very calorie-efficient way of getting a complete protein, and it also has these vitamins and minerals that we're short on in America.
I wish that more women and girls, especially girls in high school or middle school who are really ingesting everything from social media, I wish they would see that if you go to a restaurant and you choose the Impossible steak instead of the regular steak, you probably are much better off having the real thing.
It's not true that people must choose meat or our health, meat or our values, meat or the planet. In fact, we choose meat for our health, for our values, and for the planet.
We need to pull all of the excess carbon out of the atmosphere. We need to restore 10 billion acres of land. Grazing animals are essential to restore soil to heal the climate.